So hello everyone, today here I am again Vinay Yadav with another new video with strategy of scoring 60 marks, yes, exemption in EIS-SM, one of the toughest subject for the theories. It is known as one of the toughest subject in the CA Intermediate examination group 2 in theory, and I scored exemption in that without taking any coaching, by doing self-study and having by completing the syllabus from the YouTube or with all the free resources available on the YouTube. So let's get into this strategy. It is very interesting, I would say, and let's get started with the strategy that how I scored 60 marks without doing coaching with self study in this subject particularly. As you all have heard or experienced that many people used to struggle in this subject, that how they can score good marks, like even after taking coaching also they suffer very harshly in this subject because it requires so much of ratification. Yes, you heard it right, ratification, because you have to write the heading points exact. I would say not exact, then you have to resemble the heading points from the module to answer sheet. So what you have to do is that you have to uh, try to write the exact head point at least, and you have to write the keywords in the answer. So what was my strategy is that I completed my syllabus from the YouTube first by searching from the search section that what are those chapters from the EIS. First I completed EIS, then I went for the SM, and in EIS there are 5 chapters. First is very easy one, second is also kind of easy, third is kind of a nightmare for whole EIS, I would say, and in fourth chapter what was there, like fourth is a kind of also normal, but it is also second lengthy, I would say, and fifth is easy one. Fifth one is, yes, it is easy one. So the nightmare for me in EIS, and usually considered to be for everyone, is third chapter, because it consists of various technical IT things which used to go beyond from my head. So I never understood the concept properly, I would say frankly, but what I try to ensure that I have to cover the maximum questions by trying to understand it and making myself to understand all the things in best possible manner, so that I can retain till examination. So with that I completed my EIS, and next is SM, and I searched again on YouTube for the SM chapters, and for SM I would say it is an easy one, like it is a savior, just like in taxation GST used to be. So it is a savior for those who have a fear of failing due to EIS. So SM is a savior one, savior, because it is considered to be savior because it comes with little easy concepts, and it is understandable because it relates to strategic management. It is strategic management actually. So it is relating to the business and business environment, how business works, and what are those strategies which needs to be applied in business. So it is kind of that, but it requires knowledge again, because application based question comes, like you will be given a case studies, and you have to apply the methods or strategies which are being given in the study material of that SM. So it was that, and it is considered to be savior. What I did is that I've not actually there are 8 chapter I guess in SM. So I completed some of the chapters, like first chapter is very easy one, and in that 2 questions are there, like one is that what are the limitations of strategic management, and another is benefit of strategic management. So among from those 2 questions, one used to come in examination frequently I have seen that. So I studied those thoroughly, and I didn't complete whole 8 chapters very thoroughly. I was lacking at some point, but I tried to cover maximum thing. So after completing the syllabus, how I uh, tried to retain, like what was my strategy to retain the point, because the difficult point is that to retain the point, to retain the keywords. So I made so many mnemonics, and mnemonics were very weird type, like because if you want to retain them, if you want to recall them in the examination, then it needs to have a personal touch, like if faculty will give you any of the mnemonics, I think that it is quite possible that you may forget that in examination. But if you made it by yourself, by connecting with your surroundings, with your life, or with your situations, so I think that you can retain them for the longer period, comparatively the mnemonics given by the faculty. And it varies, like it depends on person to person, but what is my view on that. So I made many weird mnemonics for the EIS subject particularly, and for SM also I made many. and with that I used to retain them, and I was able to recall them in examination. And after that I gave test series, two test series I gave, one unit test and one full syllabus test series. And I thought that nothing much is to be worry about in this subject, for me at least, because I was able to score good marks, above 60 or around 60 I was able to score. And I thought that what I need to do to fetch good marks in this subject is that I have to just revise it again and again so that I can retain the points. And it is like, if you have ratified all those points, then you can score very well in this exam, in this subject, I would say. Because it is all about, like, many things are like that. It is more related to IT thing, like information technology. So it may be possible for you that it will not get into your head. Like for me, many concepts were like, it used to go beyond my head, like from upward of my head. I was not able to understand those concepts. Even now also I am not able to understand those concepts, because it is more of a IT thing. So that's why. And many people used to blame ICA for that, that why this subject is there. This is a subject which is a fail planning, like to fail the students, this subject is kept. So many used to blame, and but I think that it has its own relevance at some point of time. ICA must have put this subject in this group 2 with some of the, with any of the meaningful intent. So I would say, if it is there, you need to study, there is no option, and you have to ratify whatever you can do, you have to do it, and you have to fetch the good marks at least for passing. So what was my 1.5 day strategy? 1.5 in 1.5 days I revised from the module only, as applicable for all the subject, because I never had that habit to make notes. And what I did is that I went through from the module very thoroughly, and seen all those important mark questions and frequently came questions, and mnemonics especially, because you have to recall, it's time to recall them. Whatever you have studied earlier, you have to recall those in examination. So I went through from them, and then afterward, on the examination day, what happened is that question when came, so I was like, I was happy, because many questions were like which I was able to recall them and I had read them. So one in EIS, I would say one 6 mark question was from cloud computing, advantages of cloud computing or something like that, which was not which that question I was not able to recall at that point of time. So I thought to write that question at last in my own words. It might be possible that out of 6 I might have got 1 marks at least, because I have written the points which even I cannot guarantee that I will get a marks or not, because I was not knowing the points. That's the thing is there, because if you know, if you don't know the points, then you cannot write anything, because if you write anything they will not give you marks. That's what the subject takes. Like you have to know, you have to remember and write those points which are given in the ICA module. Not 100%, you can at least 19%, 90% point, it should, there should be matching 90% in head point at least. And in keywords, I would say I was not much confident about writing keywords, because I was not able to recall the keywords from the for that paragraph. Head point was accurate, I would say. All the head points I wrote, I would say out of 10 head points, 9 head points would be exact, but the keywords would, I cannot assure that it would be as same as given in the module. So I completed EIS, and one question was out of box for me in EIS, and in SM I was able to tackle all the questions. I was able to tackle all the questions, but I ended up doing a silly mistake in SM. I was knowing the I misinterpreted the question, and I wrote the wrong answer for one 5 marks question. So I considered later on, after coming at home, that I lost 10 marks here. Out of 90 I'll get the marks, because I wrote wrong for that question. And with that I gave my EIS and SM exam, and I was able to score 60 marks. And after seeing 60 marks on my mark sheet, I was very happy that I did this without coaching, and that this was also a kind of a horrible subject, but it went good. So I had not that feeling in my mind that I would fail in this, or I will fail. That was not in my mind that I will at least fail. I was quite sure that I will pass, because paper was kind of in my favor. Whatever the question I read, that has only came in the examination. So this was my strategy to score 60 marks in CA Intermediate paper number 7, EIS and SM. So with that note, I would like to say that be a game changer in your life with what you have. Don't blame for things which you don't have. Just put your effort with things you are having and give your 100%, and you can definitely achieve your goal. Just give your 100% consistent, trying to be consistent and give your 100%, and you will definitely achieve your target whatever you want, just like I achieved in EIS-SM. So with that, I will be signing off. Also, if you guys have any query that from where you studied EIS and from where you studied SM and what was your revision technique or other stuff which is related to EIS, SM or any other subject, then you can comment down below in the comment section for such information, or you can connect with me on social platform, for which the link is given in the about section of this channel. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video.